I'm a scientist, Mr. Corelli. And I can make it possible for you to enjoy the dreams of your choice for as long as there is matter on this earth.
We are on episode 20 of season 2 of Tales from the Darkside. This one is called A Choice of Dreams. It features a mobster, Jake Corelli, played by Abe Vigoda, who is dying of terminal cancer. Of course, Abe Vigoda always plays a mobster. He was in 1972's The Godfather as Salvatore, Godfather 2 as Salvatore, and lucky for him, he was not in Godfather 3. Abe Vigoda actually lived to the ripe old age of 94 years old, dying in 2016. But in this episode, Abe Vigoda is dying of terminal cancer, and it starts off with the doctor being honestly kind of mean, but based in awesome, and setting it up that this is a bad guy that everybody hates. He's been cruel his whole life. Cheating, stealing, robbing, shooting, killing, sex trafficking, bank robbery, panhandling, basically everything. And he really gives it to him.
See that, Mr. Corelli? I see every day how difficult you make it for the pathetic dope addicts and hookers who've helped amass your empire. There's rarely anything I can do for the people you victimize, if they get as far as the emergency room. I guess I just wanted to see what you looked like when you were beyond all help.
So after this doctor leaves and is kicked out, we get a man who comes in his office and offers him an opportunity to live forever in his dreams. This is a classic Tales from the Dark Side setup. You get a bad person, sometimes a good person, and then someone just comes into their office. We saw this with Life Bomb. Someone just comes into their office and offers them this amazing contraption where you can't die. But in this case, he's offering them a chance to live. Kind of.
It's my business to know these things. My services are expensive and my clients are therefore limited. In my line of work, timing is everything.
This afterlife mumbo-jumbo?
Oh, come now. Stop bluffing, Mr. Corelli. You know I'm not a confidence man.
And this one gets a little grotesque, since the way that he is able to live forever is really his brain is kept alive so he can experience nice dreams after he dies. So we get kind of a brain that wouldn't die of the 80s. But they made a good choice to play this one seriously and not just do it for laughs, as they could have gone the comedy route with this brain kind of vacillating in a jar. But they decided not to do that, which was a good choice. And it features some flair and style. Mobster Corelli dismisses Michelson, who gives them this offer that for $10 million he can make him live forever in his dreams. He dismisses it as hogwash. Then when he starts having heart problems and feeling the cancer eating away at him, he decides to go for it. You knew he was going to go for it. So Michelson gives him a taste of what these dreams actually will be like. And he gives him both bad and good dreams, where he remembers things from his past. And Mr. Corelli tells him he only wants the good parts. Take away the bad parts. Now, there is a catch to this. Not only does he have to give Michelson, this doctor, $10 million, pretty steep price, but also he has to let him kill him, put him under, if you will, so that he can live forever in his dreams. He'll keep his brain alive, so he'll be able to relive these amazing experiences, but his body will technically be dead.
Corelli, I can give you the dreams of your choice.
For how long?
A long, long time. Keeping the brain alive is the easy part.
And my body?
Useless.
How did you get so strong, Jake? How did you get so strong that the safest place in the world is in your arms?
And he's mentioned that he's done this to a couple of other of his friends. Oh, that's nice. We didn't get a scene that really drives home how bad of a person Corelli is. He has his assistant that will really do anything for him, and has never stabbed him in the back, has never disobeyed an order. And while these are both mobsters, they're both technically bad people, you do get the feeling that his assistant really just kind of goes along with him and actually does care about him. And what does he do? Well,
You know why I never killed you?
Why?
Because I was already at the top. Working with you like I was, who could have bought me? I couldn't get hired in that, not on my own.
You went out at your absolute peak, my friend.
so after shooting and killing him, it really does make you dislike Corelli even more. I mean, not only is there no honor among thieves, he's even killing people that even helped him during his life. It's one thing to hear that someone committed murders or crimes in the past, but to see them actually do it right before being put under, you really do hope that he doesn't get the good dreams, but instead the bad ones. And that's exactly what we get. Mr. Corelli was conned. You could say Michelson made him an offer he couldn't refuse. this thing on? He made him an offer he couldn't.
You are not a nice man, Mr. Corelli. Not nice at all. But then none of my clients ever are.
Done with you. They're gonna kill you, just like I wish I could kill you. I hate you, Jake. I hate you, and I always have, and I always will.
Welcome to hell, Mr. Corelli.
So I'm going to give A Choice of Dreams a 6 out of 10. It is a above average episode and comes together very nicely. Abe Vigoda gets to play a ruthless mobster that even stabs his best friend in the back. And he plays it with style, and this story is quite original. And we see at the end that Michelson has a bunch of other brains that he has collected. He mentioned earlier that some of Mr. Corelli's other associates also came to him, so it seems like he's reliving out his death note by taking mobsters at the end of their life and convincing them to essentially commit suicide, and then he could torture their brains for eternity. There's not really much to complain about here. Would have been nice to see some more added special effects. Since we see him under a little bit, the ghost of his father yelling at him seems like he had a bad upbringing. His wife yelling at him. But it would have been nice to see more scenes like that. Also, while they call it dreams, it seems like it's really memories. Reliving memories from his past. He's not necessarily creating special dreams just for Mr. Corelli. And that would have been maybe a nice twist too. Maybe they could do both memories and then actually have some extravagant dreams where Mr. Corelli is a swashbuckling pirate. But really, these are memories. So it's not a choice of dreams, it's a choice of memories. And the memories he gets are really, really bad ones of being beaten by his dad. 6 out of 10. I think it's pretty good. The evil/good doctor. Oh, I think he's a good doctor. Michelson is played by David Chandler. Like everyone in the 90s, he was in one episode of Seinfeld, Third Rock from the Sun, and the 2005 movie Hide and Seek. Seems like that was pretty much his last credit, so he's retired, but he does a pretty good job here. Being nice enough to convince Mr. Corelli, but also pretty sinister at the end, and giving him his deserved comeuppance. That's up for this episode. Next up on our journey to review every single episode of Tales from the Darkside is episode 21, Strange Love, that features a vampire. Finally, we get a vampire story. Check out our playlist for all episodes of Fear Itself, which is finished, Cowboy Bebop, Tales from the Darkside. We're almost halfway through. There's 4 seasons, we've done 2, and Monsters, which is finished. Thanks a lot.